Good morning, guys. Welcome to a new pre-market analysis or forecast, whatever. So no reading today, just finished my book. So I'm actually early, it's 7 a.m. here, instead of like 7:30, 7:40. Usually I read one chapter and then I do my pre-market analysis, but now I have the time, so yeah, cool. Let's dive into it actually. Now Friday, we can see it took it out. Okay, good, nice. Let's clean this up a little bit. Let me get the things that are necessary. All right, and let's start on the weekly chart. Or you can, first of all, move this off. Don't need that. All right, there you go. So, as well, it's all pretty straightforward. Push down, correction on the way up. Only bearish candles here, whereas over here we have bullish and bearish candles. So for now, this is indicating we're quite correctional. And although I have like two opinions here. The first opinion is that yes, all bearish candles, this is correctional, so we continue to the downside. It's basically like what it looks like now is like this, push down, correctional up. However, we can't ignore that these candles are quite correctional, whereas these candles have strong impulses. So bit of both, but following the structure, following the idea of only bearish candles and then bearish and bullish candles here. So indicating that we're correctional, might show us or might the reason why we probably will continue further down to the downside. Um, got that key level as well. And as we know, bearish structure, bearish range, and overall discount still needs to be achieved. So forecast wise in the long term, I'm actually bearish now. Thought I would be bullish. This is still bullish. This is still correctional, but high time frame wise, this seems to be seems to be quite fair to me, right? So, well, not I'm not really bearish or bullish. I just see that happening in the long term now. Um, we also can't ignore is that this is pretty slow again. So, sorry, yawning the whole time. So like really this overall picture is a bit of both, you know. It is bullish, then correction on the way down, but at the same time we are bearish and we're correction on the way up. So price behavior now is not really realigning with the structures, um, which makes it a bit hard. So like this structure is bullish and the price behavior is matching, but from this point where we are in price, it should turn around. Price behavior should change as we are in a bearish area and or premium area, and we should get discounted pricing. Whereas this one is quite correctional, and this one is impulsive, but at the same time, this one is more major, so we shouldn't follow the minor impulsive structure. This one is leading for now until we break either above here or down there. So yeah, that's a bit what I'm struggling with, or not struggling, just that makes it a bit harder to read. Hmm. All right, then we come in here. So we know we took our previous weekly lows, NFP low, not a previous weekly low taken, and then Friday we formed this low. Sorry, which now became the low of last week, previous weekly low, got previous weekly highs, and really this is I pointed out it's a bullish break and then liquidity grab, but it could easily be a bearish break as well. So what I can do is put that one there and that one there as well. So we got a bit of both. And we know inside a bearish structure, if we look at the 1 hour, if especially look at the 4 hour, but in 1 hour as well, literally just closed below and immediately followed up by a strong bullish push. But you can't ignore that we have structure from this high down to this low. So yeah, we're still in this range. Therefore, we can look for shorts. We can also see on the 1 hour, probably on the 15 as well. And I'm just gonna mark it up pretty strange, but you'll get it in a second. So we have this gap. It's not completely filled yet. So that's interesting as well. Weekly open gap, quite a gap. Already open fairly lower here. And closing price. So we might want to see that being filled as well. But for this week, if we zoom out and go to the 1 hour, um, I'm expecting a potential turnaround. Although I'm bearish, this is so correctional. While this was quite impulsive, so if price wants to continue this structure, I'm looking at higher pricing, probably. There we go. Maybe even react from here, this area, get a push, discount, and continuation. But then we, of course, if we want to see that, then we need to see some impulses here. It can't be correctional. We need to see impulse. Um, and this, of course, correctional. That's one thing. Um, as I said, high time frame wise, there's this other scenario where I think that we actually take out these lows and we continue further down. But of course, this is since December. We're now end of January. So this week we can zoom in on this bit of price action, actually go to the 15 maybe. As this is our weekly range from Monday till Friday. Monday, Friday. So this is the distance we're traveling this week. Or the length until here. So yeah. We reach discount now here or premium pricing. We want to see lower pricing from the cluster of trades. Nice how it break from there, but not from there. So for this week, as a scalper, I think it's best to just follow these structures down. So for me, today, tomorrow, probably today will be slow, but I'm looking either for longs from here or shorts from up this one. As this hasn't shown us a bearish break, maybe in the 5 minute. Nah, yeah, over here. That's too minor. So got two areas, longs from here, longs from there. Hold up. Longs from here and shorts from there. an EU. And of course, if we don't slow down here, don't get an entry drill, then this all moves up and we look for shorts from above the previous weekly high, which is pretty straightforward. Thing we got to keep in mind then is, of course, that we might become impulsive and price continues to the upside. So yeah, structure-wise, following the most recent structure now, which is being bearish at the moment. So I'm looking at lower pricing. Where can we trade from? Either from here. I don't see any areas I like down there. Let's zoom in. No, I don't see any areas I would like to trade from. Although it's fairly bearish, it doesn't make sense to me as there's not really any internoise liquidity. Maybe these highs, one of these highs, but not something strong. So I'd rather be patient and wait for price to come up here, get above that New York high, and then look for a short. And of course, or just wait for price to trickle down and take the lows and then look for a long. This is nice. I'm gonna mark that out as an Asia low. Why? Because that's the actual Asia low. We're just making equals. We go to another chart. Doesn't look like that. Oh, that's interesting. So we can't just mark that out as our Asia low. It's always good to check other feeds without following a bias based on the other feed. So Asia lows, Asia highs. Yeah, just wait for up here or down there. Probably no trade today. Then GU, zoom out. Something happening. Well, kinda. We got that first move from here. Then we got up there. And I said, okay, because of the way liquidity is, we can get a move from this area. And we actually got that move. But now what we can see is that we got above that got above this one again. And now we get down there. Got some equals there. Got equals down there, of course. So Tuesday, Monday, we got a previous weekly high up here. And we've got our previous weekly low. Oops. Down there. So for GU, still preferring shorts. GU actually looking better as EU as well. Look how we have a low, high, higher low, higher high, then the break. So I'm gonna say the same as last time. It's where we don't really have a bearish break except for this one, then a bullish break actually. But because of liquidity to the downside, because we took internal range liquidity, we want to see overall price action to the downside. I think we're going down with this equals there. We took liquidity up, now sell side liquidity. Then at the end, take these maybe. However, because there's no real bearish break, only this one, whereas really that's just the entire supply zone we're looking at. It can be a bit of a tricky call to say, okay, it's gonna move from there. Sweep that liquidity. But overall, the idea for me is interesting because this leg doesn't have any interrange liquidity, so we might just retrace and continue down. On EU, we want to see lower pricing as well. Although, well, we don't want to see lower pricing, but we are inside the bearish range. Same as on GU. Where we're inside this bearish range, we to the upside taken, push the downside liquidity, internal taken, but no push to the downside yet. If anything, this push was quite hard, but then left the wicks to the upside rather than closing strong. It just left wicks and closed below that area. Only the doji closed above. Oh, sorry, let's zoom in. So only the doji closed just above. And then, of course, this one open, but closed below. Missing some impulses here, but feel like this could play out fairly good with the liquidity down there. So for GU, pretty much the same story, whereas I'm not looking to buy from below here, but definitely look for a short move maybe from below here. Low previous weekly lows, look for here, and of course, if not there, then we wait for the price up to come up here, and then look for a turnaround like that. So yeah, that's it for GU. Again, today, well, this area is quite close, so we might get a potential trade set up there. DXY, I think DXY is ready to move higher, although it's still bearish. It's pointing out that those equals there, not a strong break either here. So DXY higher, EU and GU lower. And yeah, because why we're in discount area here as well. So I think this range won't hold. And if that won't hold, then this range won't hold. And probably this one, this one there won't hold either. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. We covered structures, candle formations, kind of looked at the wicks. That 4-hour kind of looks like shit, by the way. Oh, never mind. It's super indecisive yet. But yeah. Oh, thing I forgot. No news today. Damn. Sure it's Monday? Hold up. Yeah. Hmm. So no news. Okay. Yeah, then this is the pre-market analysis. Covered most of it. Actually went out with the fake ranges as well this time. Especially on EU. The fake ranges. This one being fake. Yeah, I think that's it. So wish you guys good luck in the market today and catch you guys later. Peace out.